There's another thing that's been going on. Of course, obviously, we all know NBA Summer League has been going on. I got my Giannis gear on because he's definitely one of the better players in the league. Shout out to Giannis. Um, you know, but this Wemby guy, man, I would love to know your guys' thoughts on Wemby, man. What do you guys think about him? We have 2 games. It's only been 2 games. It's a sample size. Playing in the summer league, you know, the first game was about a 6 point game, 5 rebounds, something like that. But the second game was what everybody's hanging their hat on, 27 points or so. What do you guys think about that? I know you guys, it's 2 games, can't really go crazy for it. I definitely think to give people a better insight of what to expect from him because the first game really was a bad showing. You get one time to make a first impression, but luckily he had a game to kind of erase people's memory really quickly, right after that with a 27-point game. Seeing him play is just weird, man. He makes some things look easy that a lot of people can't because of his height. I think he's going to be all right. I don't know what he's going to be. I don't know, when he gets against regular competition in the season, what's that going to be? What's that going to be like for him? And Gabe, what's good with you, bro? Welcome to the stream. And Summer League, you're right. It don't mean a thing. It don't. The only thing, only positive I could take from it is that he's playing against. I would say maybe is it? I didn't watch all the games from Summer League, but I would assume what he's playing against now in these 2 games is better than what he played against over there in the league. But maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe the Summer League is about the same, or even maybe it's ticked down because these are all college kids and first and second year players trying to get their footing in the league. So maybe it might be the same or I don't know, man. 27 points. Again, at the same time, not so much because it's only 2 games in the Summer League. But you got to go off of something, He seems like he's going to need to put on some more weight, which seems obvious. He definitely needs to get stronger. But to be able to score 27 points, to dunk some of them shots that he dunked that would be not dunked for other players, he going to be fine. And with Popovich being his coach, he signed for 5 years. Pop is, I think, the oldest coach in the league. So who knows if Pops will stay the full 5 years of that tenure with Wemby. But I'm sure he'll be there for at least the first 2 to get his feet wet, to get him, acclimated to the league. Do you guys think that Wemby should play any more games in the Summer League, or should they shut him down and get him ready for the regular season? A lot of the players that's playing in the Summer League right now won't be in the league in a couple months. And a lot of guys that's playing there, some of them will be there and they might have places already locked because there are a lot of second-year players I see playing in the Summer League, which is good for them in their development. Like, I think he just did what he had to do. He gave Vegas their highlight. He gave the world a little bit of glimpse of what he does against some NBA competition. I guess you could put the quotation marks. We won't know nothing till the regular season starts. He playing for San Antonio. How many more games will be televised for San Antonio? I'm sure it's going to help them out. The NBA is definitely pushing Wemby a lot. They're definitely marketing Wemby like crazy right now. And I guess it's only right. He's the newest thing. Arguably, they're saying a generational talent. And why not put all the chips in and just blow it up right now to get more eyes on the league? Obviously, that's why I don't think he'll be shut down. But I honestly feel like they should shut him down. Maybe he shouldn't play anymore. He should probably just do some strength and conditioning and just get ready for the season. Somebody like him is his bones and limbs is too fragile. You need to get work done with it. You know what I mean? We've been seeing a lot of highlights. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention that Bobo is looking like he's been putting in some work and he might be signing with the Phoenix Suns. Bobo's just like Wemby, man. A lot of people don't want to sleep on Bobo because I know he kind of does his own. He kind of puts himself in his own. He hurts his own self by not participating and working as hard as he can because he has natural talent. But Bobo is just like Wemby, to be honest with you. Pretty much the same height. And yeah, Scoot getting hurt. I think somebody else got hurt too. Another like impressive guard got hurt as well. And I think that's unfortunate. I think that's another reason why they need to sit Wemby for a little bit, because you want to make sure that he's going to be as healthy as possible. Chet last year in the summer league got hurt first play of the summer league game out there in Seattle, and he missed the whole season. That seemed like that helped him though. Seeing him in this summer league now and how he moves out there on the court, he put on like 20 pounds. I think they said 20 to 30 pounds he added. So that definitely helped him out sitting out the whole year. I hope they don't do that with Wemby. Like, hopefully they don't end up just like redshirting him and trying to save him. One thing I've seen about Wemby that is going to be a concern. One thing I've seen about Wemby that's going to be a concern. Yes, he can rebound. He can block shots like crazy. He can alter shots like crazy. The one thing about him, he's going to have to learn how to not always jump, because he can just be effective on defense, highly effective on defense without even jumping. Just make yourself big. Just make yourself long, tall. Pause. Just, make yourself as tall as you can without even jumping. Make it look like you're about to jump. People are going to be hesitant all day, because right now he's kind of going for all the jumps a little bit. Like, he's kind of having some discipline, but not as much as he needs to. He's going for a little bit more pump fakes than he should. And this is the part that I was going to get at, because he can shoot. I've seen him hit some threes. He can get down low like a guard, dribble, rebound. He can assist. He got a good court vision. But on defense, when it comes to that pick and roll and they ISO that boy and they put that boy on an island, it can get ugly for Wemby in that retrospect. That's the only thing they need to work out with him. I don't know if y'all seen games when he pick and rolls against a guard that knows what they're doing, a guard that has some bop in their game, some herky jerkiness in their game, because he ain't worked on his defensive lower enough, because he don't need to, because he's tall. It's like, oh, block up here. But when they get that boy on the island, he gonna be barbecue chicken for a minute. He gonna learn how to play his distance, because he can recover. And once he learns that, he won't be as barbecue chicken. But when you got a guard like a Kyrie or like a Trey or like a Curry or like a who, the ones that's herky jerky a little bit, a Melo, somebody gonna make that boy timber. Somebody gonna make Wemby timber, and it's gonna look sad. I hope they don't call the dogs off and tell the guys, don't go as hard, don't make them fall, don't embarrass them. That better not be the case. I hope people go after him, because his leg movement, if y'all watch his feet on defense, it's real shaky, baby. Somebody gonna make him fall a couple times. He already got dunked on one time, but his legs, I see him shifting one time, and how he was falling for every move. I'm like, oh no, they need to work on his defense, on his on-ball defense. And in the league, it's about finding your weakness on defense. And the main thing they do in the league every year is pick and roll. And 9 times out of 10, people in the league are lazy, unless Pop makes those guys not lazy and tell them to fight over the screen to save and protect Wemby. But they're going to put that boy on the island. It's going to be barbecue chicken, bro. We're going to see that a lot, unless he learns how to stay down and just be long. And once he learns that, then it's going to be a problem for those guards, because they can't get a shot off, because he's not going to ever fall for your moves. He's just going to wait for you to actually shoot the ball and block it while on his way up. If he can get his groove down and know to do that, just stay down, and then once they get ready to shoot, jump straight up and block the ball, as opposed to jumping at them. Jump straight up and block. You're 7'5", bro. What the hell? They gotta shoot high arches over you. You know what I mean? He needs to learn that though, bro. Man, bro, I'm telling you, you're right about that, cool. But he probably jumps a little more than the average bear, because of how tall he is, and he's the extra tall. And Wemby, he's the next future. He wants to dominate down there. Somebody gonna put him on another poster. He's already been on one. Somebody gonna get him on a nice poster. They're gonna climb that tree. I don't know who in the league is gonna do it though, but it might be in his first couple of years, because he's not as strong. Once he gets a little stronger, it might be harder to dunk on him. He's not gonna be like a Sean Bradley, where he's just dunk bait for everybody. T-Mac's not in the league no more. Maybe Ja might try to catch him. Ja, when he come back from his 25-game suspension, Wemby will have some games under his belt. Maybe they might give us Wemby and Ja Christmas Day, and Ja wants to bring Wemby into the league with the welcome to the NBA moment, and maybe Ja might be the dude to dunk on him. I think by Christmas break will be 25 games, right? So yeah, maybe that might happen. Maybe John Morant might be the one to bring him. I wonder who's gonna be the one to give him his welcome to the NBA moment. You know, it's not gonna be Luka. Maybe Ja. Maybe Ja. Yeah, no. I absolutely feel you on that, Xavier. I kind of agree with that. I just think that the guy right now, at least from what I saw in Summer League, his legs just look shaky on his biting for every move on what the guard's doing. The hezzy, like somebody who has a really good pump fake hezzy game with their dribble is gonna give Wemby problems because when he wants to go and try to attack the block the shot. But once he understands his length and understands how to keep his space and do that, it's gonna be a problem for the offense because then you can't get past him. You know what I mean? But I think his first year or couple, he gonna be a little too eager, man, and maybe it might take him to get dropped once or twice for him to realize because they still say, I think they still say, I haven't been coaching in a long time, but like they have to have that they used to tell you on defense to watch the player's hips, not the ball, but the hips. And I don't know which ones he's watching. Is he watching the ball or is he watching the hips? Is he doing that at 7'5"? Does he even have to do that at 7'5"? Sometimes the hips lie too. With these new moves, the hips might trick you a little bit too. You're trying to watch the hips to see where the hips go. I'm just saying. I'm curious to see what it looks like. It's only been 2 games. Who knows if we'll get another one. It would be nice, but you got to understand he did just come out of playing a whole season. He just finished his season not too long ago. Plus, he's coming to do this. I would just have him sit down and just work him out, work on his game, work on his game. I think that's all he should do right now. But I would love to see him play. It's like a double-edged sword. I want to see the boy hoop because I see some stuff that looks crazy. Like, oh man, the jumping up on a shot and like coming down, but still being way over the defense. So he's still like shooting an open basket, like the and one, because he's going up getting fouled, but before he hits the ground, he's still like really close to just lay it right in. It's unfair. It's like playing on a Nerf hoop for him. When he does the and one, like when he attacks the rim and it's not a dunk, he can hang or not even hang. It's just the fact that he's so tall. So on his way down, he's still higher up and closer to the rim to just like, oh, right there. It's like almost not fair. Once they get him in that system, they get him down lower, closer to the basket. When Pop gets him in the right spots on the court, closer to the rim, it's gonna be a problem. In 2K, he should be the only player who's 100 down low. Like Marbury did Yao. The tree will fall. That's what I'm saying. And then Yao got it together. He realized his footing and how to be a big man, and he never timbered again. But somebody gonna get that boy. I don't know who it's gonna be, because he's gonna be feeling himself one game when he's having a good game. Because he has guard tendencies in his game, and every big man wants to be able to say they can guard a guard. AD, Embiid, Giannis. Only one probably don't confidently do that would probably be Joker because he's just slower. But all the big men take pride in guarding guards. Remember, all big men 9 times out of 10 wanted to be a guard. You know what I'm saying? They just always been big. That's why they never been a guard. So he's gonna feel it one time and want to slide out there and guard somebody, feeling a little froggy. And we're gonna see, and we're gonna be right here to talk about the results of that, bro. Super shout out to Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp, the Rain Man, man. I'm glad he was able to get out of that situation he had recently with somebody trying to rob him. They try to paint Sean Kemp as like a violent dude. Luckily, they was able to square that away. Somebody tried to rob dude. Luckily he had a gun on him, allegedly, or whatever they showed in the video. It was him popping, but it was self-defense because they tried to rob him and blase. But that jersey was fire that he found that for sure. He's super lucky, man. Vince Carter, a T-Mac, a Steve Franchise, a Baron Davis on AK-4. You know what I mean? It's just interesting to see. No hate on the dude. I think he's going to do well. I think it's just a matter of him getting the feel. After seeing what I've seen only in a very much so sample size, you just got to think of it. Once a player gets comfortable, you got to just think about what they play like at the last place they were comfortable. what he played like in his last Euro leagues over there in the French leagues that he was playing in, when he plays comfortable, it's crazy the things he does on the court. At some point in the NBA, he's gonna be comfortable playing, and then it's gonna look crazy because he's gonna be comfortable to do the things he was doing before. He will be stronger and and more versed in the information of the NBA. So it's gonna be a problem then, man. They're gonna be searching every edge of the corner to find somebody to guard Wemby, or searching every edge of the world to find somebody at his height. You know, that's why they're trying to say a generational player, because his height, his skills, you ain't seen this yet. You know what I mean? The only thing that can stop Wemby is Wemby, and that comes with the injuries, because usually the bigger guys have them plantar fasciitis problems, them knee problems, them ligament problems, you know, them limbs, them, you know, all that force on them limbs is it's not humanly made to be done, you know, in a sense, you know. The shoes he's wearing right now, they made a thing about it. They posted it in there. I think the shoe they got him wearing right now is a shoe that's suitable for him. I talk about it all the time, or I talked about it all the time, maybe last year, the year before last, on these streams and just in my videos. I truly believe Anthony Davis does not wear the right shoe for his game. Now, last season, he didn't really have an ankle injury to kind of, you know, hold that argument up. But I believe the season or two before that, he was having ankle or low feet problems, ankle or foot problems, something like that for AD. I just felt him wearing the Kobe's was just the problem. I know he wanted to be a guard. He was a guard for most of his high school career, and then just had that tremendous growth spurt, and he was a big man ever since. So when that happens to you, you have the envy, or you still have that urge to still want to be a guard. So that's why he wears these guard shoes, to want to feel light on the court. But AD, your limbs are frail. You need to have more of a sturdy shoe, which I believe to be the case. But Wemby was wearing the Zoom GT Run team basketball. Now, okay, funny thing about that, I've always said that AD should be wearing this shoe. The shoe that Joker wears, the GT Cuts or whatever, that's the shoe AD should wear. I would think that'd be more sturdy for his legs and lower extremities and the shock absorbent and all that type of stuff. Wemby seems to get it. He's playing in these right now. That shoe right there, I feel like has enough comfort and cushioning and stability for a big man who wants to be a guard. It doesn't have a lot of weight to the shoe. It makes perfect sense. AD still wants the ball in the low LeBron 20s. I mean, to each his own. I like the LeBron 20s too, but is that the best shoe for a 7-foot dude who wants to be a guard and you have ankle issues in the past? I don't know. But Wemby's at least moving the right way by playing in these. I think so. He got the Popovich situation. He got the good shoe information so far. We've seen him doing the strength and conditioning workouts. Hopefully he's been doing that all day. My next only concern after those things are the same doctors with San Antonio, the same doctors that was there when Kawhi was there? Are those the same doctors, or do they have new doctors? Because you know what the doctors do in San Antonio, they're great doctors. They give you their best information, you know? And Kawhi got some of the best information from them, and then got other information, and it was just conflict, and then that whole thing happened. Not saying that could happen with Wemby. I'm not saying that, and I'm wishing that. I'm just asking. I'm curious minds, acquiring minds would like to know: is that the same medical staff that was there when Kawhi was there? I'm just curious, you know, because I know Kawhi had his second opinion, but the team doctors was, you know, I'm just curious about that, you know. Could not be Xavier. Maybe not. I'm just curious. I was just wondering. You know what I mean? Yeah, he does. You're right about that. He likes those, and you know what? He's had. I'm not trying to say nothing, but he's had more success. No, he won a championship in Kobe's. But what I mean is he had more success as far as injury in that area with the 20s as opposed to Kobe's. So hopefully he you know, if he's gonna go low top, maybe stay with the LeBron 20s, or maybe try the next gen. That seems like that has a little bit higher, maybe a little bit more support for AD. Memphis in California, what's good with you, my guy? How you been, bro? Welcome to the stream. Long time no see. Thanks for sliding by. I appreciate it, bro. Hit the like button if you haven't done so. So yeah, 2 games for Wemby. We don't know. It did look a lot more promising. He definitely needed a bounce back game compared to what he had that first game, because that first game was yikes. But then again, They were talking about it today. LeBron's first 2 summer league games, he had like 6 points in both games, like 7 and 6. Like he had very low numbers in his first 2 preseason games. First 2 summer league games. But then first game of the season, 25 points. So, you know, but Wemby did have a good 27. He did show some dominance. So there is some promise for the guy. There is some promise there. We got to see how that works out, though, man. You know, you never know.